Yeah, Alinta's started off as part of a privatised gas distribution business in Western Australia, and in the past 3 years it's grown dramatically by purchasing gas and electricity distribution, or being part purchaser of a gas and electricity distribution business in Victoria, and setting up a business called Alinta Network Services, which I'm the general manager of, to manage the assets on behalf of the owners of those assets. We now manage $7.5 billion worth of assets around the country. We have the challenge of integrating all those businesses and bringing in efficiencies and effectiveness and satisfying each of the asset owners over all the assets that we have a management contract for. So it's a very exciting place to be, and lots of opportunities for people, and very interesting place to work.
A very big company and a very big job. So how did Peter start his career?
I started in the industry 40 years ago. I started as an apprentice electrician. Actually, in the Brisbane City Council had an electricity department back in those days. So I left school at grade 10 and started an apprenticeship. Sort of finished my trade, and very quickly started doing an engineering diploma, and so I got promoted fairly quickly. I was a top apprentice in the business there, and it was very easy for them to put me into places where we did electrical design, and then I got into supervisory jobs, and I managed a whole lot of field resources, worked in IT projects, also managed some of the biggest branches in Brisbane. I had an opportunity to come down and work for what was then Eastern Energy, and so I moved down to Victoria to give it a go, and that company was bought by Texas Utilities, a Dallas, Texas-based company, and that was a very successful relationship. I worked for them for 8 years. I ended up being a general manager for their networks business. They bought a gas business about 2 years after I went down there, and they gave me the job of merging those two entities and managing them as a profit centre. TXU obviously had a lot of assets in Texas, so I got a chance to travel the world and work on big projects internationally, and get a lot of experience around a whole lot of exciting projects that they were involved in. And then I got an opportunity to come and work for Alinta 2 years ago, and I looked at the business, how it was shaping up, and it looked like an exciting place to go, and develop my career to another stage, and get my hands on more assets and see if what I'd done would work even over a bigger scale of things. And to date we've been very successful.
Alinta employ people across many areas, including electricians, electrical designers, line workers and engineers. They also cater for those wanting a career that tackles environmental issues.
So what advice has Peter for anyone interested in making a successful career in the industry?
There certainly are ways to get into senior positions in these sorts of industries if you take the right path and you have the right focus and you have the right enthusiasm and passion. You've got to be passionate about what you do, and it's very easy to get passionate here, for me anyway, and people around me. So it's a pretty exciting place to work, and it can be enjoyable. So you can choose your own path, you can choose your own pace, but be passionate, be good at what you do, don't be second rate, and that's how you'll be successful.